everyone, this is NemesisViralBruticus, and this is the dollar store review. To start off, I'm sorry if this seems like an Ashton's ripoff. I'm trying to prevent it, but I've had this idea for so long that I couldn't just let it go. And, for starters, years ago, there was a toy line called Mighty Beans. So you can see, here's a couple that have survived from my childhood. There are two Pokemon ones, Donphan and Crawdant. And they're a little fun, especially if you have some of the sets. I don't. These are just little collectible things for me. And unfortunately, they did disappear for a while. But now they've come back. Unfortunately, they're just starting up, but they did come back strong with a Star Wars license. But before that happened, we had this. Not so, I wouldn't call them knockoff Mighty Beans, no. But I guess you could call them off-brand Mighty Beans. And we're going to judge them based off of a quality of a classic Mighty Bean. I can't promise this is how they are today, because
they're much bigger today.
No, they're not.
Oh,
I thought
they were
but
same size.
I used to love.
So you can see it comes with. It shows you tricks and the packaging. The packaging I do appreciate. It costs a couple bucks. Tumble tray. As you can see, there's somebody throwing an old lady, which is what I do on the weekends.
Oh, that's fun. I remember we threw that one lady. She just would not stop laughing.
Yeah.
So we just had to kill her.
On the back, it shows you some of the tricks you can do, apparently.
I don't know how.
Bean bouncing skill, which is one of the most disturbing phrases I've ever heard. Amaze your bean friends, because you don't have real friends. It's fun. Make up your own Alright, so basically it's just a bunch of tricks. Breaking it open. The packaging kind of... As you can see, it already, broke apart, so... But this has been sitting around for a while, so I'll give it a break.
No! I personally think
it comes with 4. Pop them out. You get a woman in a swimsuit, I guess. It looks a little off. Like, the colors are just a little wonky and...
Wonky?
That's my word. And instead of, her hair finishing, it just kind of fades out. But overall, it's generic, but it's nice. This one, however... Is there, some sort of...
I think it's just a capsule, and then they put plastic wrap around it.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, it's colored. It's artworked plastic.
This is
wrap.
a swimmer.
Exactly.
Really all it is.
It is plastic wrap.
If you look, there's something over it. For some reason, he's got a windshield in front of his face, and
windshield probably. Yeah.
And
he's probably
it doesn't look overall awful. Here's a moonbeam, which is basically just a little alien. And this is Scribblebot Bean. I guess they're making up their own characters. He's got a little...
yeah, they shouldn't.
Overall, it's cheap, but it's not horrible. It's a little cheaper. Overall, they're a little cheaper, but no more than you would expect.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
And they all fell.
They all get... Unfortunately, Mighty Beans are very good at rolling.
Remember when they were able to tumble without using this?
Yeah. Quality-wise, they're a bit more slick.
And they're Slinky, but in bean form.
Overall, the quality, you can't feel the difference in the feel, except these are really nice, smooth, you can just feel the line. This, you can feel a big separation where they connect. Again, not horribly cheap, but still cheap. This, however, is very thin, cheapy plastic. But what are you gonna do? The paint looks like it's chipping off, and I wouldn't lick it.
I wouldn't.
And I guess you can
tumble quality.
That just sucks.
Let's get
they don't tumble that well.
Let's get the box.
They're not really...
What does it recommend for tricks?
Here you go.
Bean bouncing fun.
Yeah, there's basic run around. Place a bean in the tray. While holding the open ends of the tray with your thumbs, tilt the tray so that the bean begins tumbling around the track. When the bean reaches the center of the tray, tilt the tray to change its direction.
Tumbling,
See
it
how long
slides.
fast you can make it tumble.
It slides.
It slides.
What am I supposed to
you hold it up like this. Here.
No, it's
you hold it like that. It slides.
I'm not quite sure. And then you're supposed to bounce.
Yeah, it doesn't tumble.
Bean bouncing fun, bringing misery to your lives since 2012.
Bottom line, we do not recommend these.
I enjoy them. If you want cheap Mighty Beans for your kids, why not?
Cheap? They don't even tumble.
This is a little, but if you do have toys, that would work with Mighty Beans, you can easily replace this. This isn't horrible if you can figure out what you're supposed to bloody do it. Mother, get in there, Rocky Balboa! You disgust me!
Rocky.
On to the next thingy. And here we have a mobile phone, battery operated, which is a horrible tagline. Try me. Press the button, pull the tab it back to try me. You should... I'm sorry, it says press the button. That is a no.
Let me see.
Where?
That is a no. Alright, let's break it out of its...
Let's do this.
Button.
Overall, it's already better than an iPhone. And it's sticky.
That's what
really?
she said.
It's slightly
Oh yeah, it's like that.
sticky.
Oh, we're feeling up the phone.
Alright.
Yeah.
For options, it's got phone options,
Yes, I am.
general options, voicemail, call logging, call barring, I'm not sure what that is, call forwarding, call waiting, smart dialing, which is highlighted, and FDN phone list. Whatever Marichat is, it runs on it, and you can see icons. I'm sure this is stolen from some sort of real phone. Tuesday, May 17th at 10:20 p.m. It has great signal strength, as you can clearly see. And it's lenticular, which means you can never look at it for 1 second. Oh, and it's got full battery. It's even got a full keyboard, so you can ask someone to help you and make it ring. And make someone say, information, can I help you? And just say information.
Information.
And ring.
Wait, why don't they have it in an Indian voice?
And say operator.
I know, that's very stereotypical of you, and that's very funny, actually.
And this is, dial-up, which
Yeah.
all phones use nowadays, of course.
Hold on, let me get on the dial-up internet on my phone. Doot, 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 doot.
And as you can see, it has the easy-to-open case, which lets you rip off the screen. Rip off the screen! As it says smartphone. And
Smartphones let you rip off the screen.
and then whip it at the wall because...
It is a piece of shit. Not quite as much of a piece of shit as the iPhone,
Do
but...
phones even have alt buttons?
I don't believe they have
No,
alt
they
buttons.
don't.
Hold on, let me
Does
get
this
my
have an
phone.
alt button?
It's got SIM.
I wonder if my phone has an alt
As you can
button.
see,
I wanna call
I'm texting it up.
No, I need to call my grandma. Gosh.
Nope, phones
take a look.
don't have an alt button.
Nope, I don't see an alt button on my phone. I see a symbol button, a smiley face button, a function button, and a shift button.
None on my phone.
But I
either.
don't see a alt button.
Anyway, overall, it's very cheap, but could fool a stupid person, and I'm not sure what these are for. Who does this appeal to? But,
Like,
It's-
1-year-olds?
it's...
If they don't
nice.
choke on it?
The one thing that I absolutely hate is when you press the buttons, they sink in and there's no room, so your finger goes into this empty, barely sanded down piece of plastic, which is absolutely wonderful for children. Now here's
Alright.
the Wild
Next.
West
It supposedly
Now
looks
let me learn how to
realistic.
talk.
Whoa.
Alright, and here we have the Wild West action figure by Jaru. Looks realistic. Collect them all, which means there's 4. And we picked the best looking one out of them all.
That happened.
See, he's painted with... He's got belts on his chest, despite only having twin pistols.
At least it went the same.
It's semi-painted well. The head moves. The legs don't move. It's very rubbery. And if you can wiggle the clothes off, you could probably strip him of his ridiculous leather jacket. Clearly meant for nobody. His waist spins. He's got a head, and he can shoot you. And for some reason, there's a little thing in the back that makes him do this. I don't know.
Is he supposed to do the Roxbury head bounce or something? Like,
No, he's supposed to move his arms.
oh.
So yeah, he can, not
Fall
stand.
on the ground and die.
He can, stand awkwardly and drunkenly shoot at the townspeople. What else do you want? Not crazy drunken cowboy men for your children, but raise them the way you want with belts for their pistols and, ridiculous leather jackets and the ability to gyrate their entire... Yeah, well, that's not awful for $1, but it's still very plasticky and a little weird, but... Oh! They took my arm! Here's the mini brick set for $1. As you can see, it's a Lego... Well, this I would call a Lego knockoff, but only because it completely emulates the,
Yeah, setting up a Lego.
Yeah. Collect all speed car in different version.
Did you forget to add an S in speed car?
Or, apparently, I don't know what a non-speed car is. A regular car? This is not a car. This is some sort of tractor machine? I don't know. That's not... He's standing up on a car. That's not how you use it. Very cheap box. It looks like it was made in paint. Oh well. Here we've got the bag. Let's rip it open. Apparently this has 23 pieces. Oh, and the legs come pre-stapled to the random board. There we go. Yeah, this seems like it was ripped straight from the Lego mold. Alright, comes with instructions, so let's build this. And here's the Lego set all assembled. I'm not sure this is a speed car, but it's some sort of vehicle. Really, that's not that bad. The colors are a little all over the place, but I guess it's just a product of the cheapness. The figure is literally a just like straight mold of the old all Lego men, and the hands seem a bit off of me. That's just me, and I could swear that I can't get it off now, that the head is upside down. Isn't that the top? I don't know, normal Lego man.
Normally.
And he's got a nice, but overall that's pretty.
It's pretty impressive for a knockoff.
For $1, that's. We'll keep your kid busy. It's fun and it doesn't cost ridiculous amounts of money. I am the sentient tractor. Oh, I broke it. Compliment revoked. Although that's just a little. I'll give it a break. Away we go. Into the sunshine. And the last is this unfortunately cluttered ninja set. For $5 you get 3 ninjas and a bunch of parts that have scattered throughout the box. And one of them that's gone missing because of my friend. I don't think anyone's gonna really harp on that because it was just a duplicate. Alright. Had everything? Alright, on the box, 3 action figures fully jointed, arms and legs, snap-on play weapons, ninja action figure playset. And $5. So you can see you get, pop all those extra bits off. You get some of these kunai knives. I'm sorry, I do not know the terminology, and I'm not even sure if these are real things. You get some kind of sword, shorter swords. These. Yeah, you get all these weapons. Basically, I'm not even sure if this is a real ninja. It's a Wolverine claws. And some sort of fist on a stick. Whatever. Not a horrible selection, but pop them off. Pop them out, I should say. Oh, and we get another weapon. You can see the red one. It's got really stiff joints, and I'm not sure what these flags are for, but they look alright. And he's got a mouth plate. That's kind of important, but, you know, they have these things sticking off their chest, I guess to make it look like it's more like a ninja suit, but that really doesn't feel right, and they're very loosely jointed. Let's see, can he have a sword? No. These can come off, which is good, because you can pop those off. And store, no you can't. So, Red Ninja goes home alone. This is blue, which I think is a separate mold from the other two, because he has a... Yeah, it must be. So you can tell with black, he's just slightly different. So, kudos to them for not including identical figures. Unfortunately, same posability, and, what can he have? How about some of these? Which I don't know how they're supposed to hold. No, he can't have those. How about this? Which he can hold, but very loosely. How about a hammer? Nope. This? Nope. Sword? Nope. Alright, so we can loosely whip at Red. Endless hours of fun. Black here is, for some reason, reminds me of Mortal Kombat. Let's see.
I was gonna say Halo, but no.
You can pop on his Wolverine claws. The only weapon in the set, which seems to work. He's got the same articulation and is a straight repaint of the red one. Can he hold a weapon? Yeah, he can hold the sword. What about the bigger sword? What about... I don't even know how you're supposed to hold these. Unless you just loop them and... So yeah, there you go. Ninja Fighting playset. Overall, these aren't the worst figures I've ever seen for ninjas. But I also used to have much better ones from Dollar Tree. For $5, you kind of get gypped, considering this is all trash. I'm not going to throw this on the floor because it will never get picked up, and I will be picking ninja plastic bits out of the carpet forever.
Thing is, it looks so cool, but none of them are usable.
Yeah. And there you have it. A bunch of Dollar Tree stuff that's mildly amusing. And overall, full of disappointments. The winner of today, the Legos. Here's your victory prize.
As it breaks.
Yes, as it is already broken. Here is your prize. Nothing. sentient tractor.